had conversation hearts, I would write changing weather pattern on them and dole them out as we make it through Valentine's Day week, because we do have an active pattern ahead, friends. Take a look at what it looked like Bluebird Day.
Wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Gorgeous skies.
Yeah, up at Secret Lake. This was Alta. Really, really pretty conditions. They picked up snow over the weekend. We love to have snow in the mountains, especially in this below average year. As we talk about, thank you, Ed, for sending this our way. Ed, we appreciate you. As we look at our snowfall totals at Alta thus far, the year-to-date numbers here, we're running below average. This time last year, we had 367 inches. We're only sitting at 274, and you'll note that's significantly below average. Okay, last year was an above average year. The year before that, record-breaking. So here we are in this year, and we haven't seen a tremendous amount of mountain snow, and we've just been really, really dry when it comes to valley snow. That will change, though. We have precipitation in the forecast this week. Time-lapse video coming out of southern Utah. Gorgeous. If you're looking for the warmth, or you have a tiny bit of spring fever settling in, well, southern Utah is a great place to go. But you know what? They're going to see some wet weather this week as well. Satellite radar shows fairly quiet conditions throughout the state. A few snow showers were lingering right there near the state line. We've got a weak disturbance that's going to move through overnight, and as it does, it's going to bring some increased cloud cover by tomorrow morning and the potential for some wet weather. Temperatures out there right now in the 20s and 30s, teens in Heber already. We're dropping a frigid overnight, a very cold start to your Tuesday, and we'll see the cloud cover 26 in Moab, 45 in St. George right now. As we look at those temperatures along the Wasatch Front, we'll be dropping into the mid-20s as we close out the newscast. Now, we have mostly clear skies out there right now, but increasing cloud cover expected ahead of this cold front that's going to move on through. And when it does, it will provide enough lift for us to see a few snow showers with it. Here we are by 9 a.m., only 25 with cloudy conditions. By the afternoon, we could start to see a few light snow showers. That includes in the higher terrain, but also maybe a few flurries in the valley. Futurecast shows us just that. As we put this into motion, there we go, into northern Utah and the Wasatch back. So we rush to the evening hours, and you can see even over the western Uintas that we have that snow holding on. But through the afternoon, expecting the Cottonwoods as well as a few valley locations, Tooele County, Utah County, to maybe see some spotty showers. That northerly flow, cold air in place, and that moisture is going to push into central Utah by the I-70 corridor by 9 p.m. And we kind of watch as that clears the state. It's a weak little disturbance, but it's going to keep us on our toes, keep things active with the cold air sticking around through the midweek. We get another front Tuesday night into Wednesday that brings a reinforcing shot of cold air. So that means below average temperatures are going to stick around for your Tuesday and your Wednesday. And then we're going to change the game a little bit. I know. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so we've got cool air in place. Here comes that shot of colder air as we get through tonight, and then again Tuesday into Wednesday, knocking our daytime highs down. Some of the coldest air of the season ahead, especially for the overnight, teens, 20s, wind chill making it even colder. But then as we head towards Thursday, mild conditions move in. Okay, we're talking 40s here, but we change our wind direction because an atmospheric river event is on deck, and we know that has a tropical moisture connection, so we see some warmth moving in. We also see that wet weather. When we're talking atmospheric river remnants, that's usually a valley rain, mountain snow setup. With our cold air and the systems that we'll see this week, we're actually going to see some mixed precipitation. Some rain at times, sloppy wintry mix at others, but the mountains, heavy, wet, dense snow. We could be measuring the snow in feet Thursday through Sunday as opposed to inches. So really, really heavy moisture on the way. Looks like Sunday's a quieter day. We could see some isolated showers, but then as we head towards President's Day, we keep our eye on the Pacific Northwest because wet weather doesn't seem too far off. So both Valentine's Day and President's Day could bring the potential of wet weather. And we're all starting with the cold. I know, a lot going on this week, keeping it nice and interesting. As we look at snow accumulation, you see it's pretty light. Looks like towards Flaming Gorge we're going to do okay, but Tooele County, Salt Lake County could see some pockets of flurries, a trace to 3 inches in the mountains. In our valleys, really, really light flurries and snow showers. Wet weather potential really climbs, it spikes as we head towards Valentine's Day. That's the atmospheric river event that will keep things soggy as we head through the holiday weekend. Temperatures in the 20s and 30s. We're going to struggle to hit freezing tomorrow in Salt Lake City thanks to the help of this cold front. 30s and 40s for tomorrow. Cloud cover increasing overnight. 43 in Cedar City. Mid-30s in Provo tomorrow. St. George at 58 and pretty close to freezing for the overnight. Speaking of St. George and southern Utah, you're in the mix for the wet weather. Oh yeah, that atmospheric river could deliver down south, which we'll take. We would love to see some snow in the southern mountains. Could see some snow in the higher elevations of Washington County Thursday with that colder air. Eventually, we switch on Friday to rain and isolated showers into Saturday in the south. Here is northern Utah, the Wasatch. Interesting. Cold for the next 2 with the help of those cold fronts. Do your job. It's what your title is. Then we go Thursday through Saturday with wet weather. The precipitation type is going to be touch and go, starting as snow, turning to rain, mixed precipitation. It's going to be a lot all at once, but that's how we like it. President's Day could bring a storm too.
Hey, there you go.
Thursday, I think it's going to be snow showers. Friday, a little more mix. Could see rain.
There might be a few people up in the mountains on President's Day. Just taking a wild guess. Wild guess.
But an atmospheric river event means you have to be really, really careful.
Yeah.
That is heavy snow.
Yeah.
It's cement, right?
Tough sledding.